For Beautiful Audio Editor, you'll need to go to beautifulaudioeditor.appspot.com. It'll take you to their homepage, and you'll need to click on Demo to get the software started. First thing we want to talk about is how to record your voice here, and you'll need either webcam or a headset that you can record your voice with a microphone. So let's go ahead and record a commercial real quick. We're going to click on this button to start it and click again to stop the recording. There's just one place to go for all your spatula needs. Spatula City, Spatula City. A giant warehouse of spatulas for every occasion. Thousands to choose from in every shape, size, and color. And because we eliminate the middleman, we can sell all our spatulas factory direct to you. Where do you go if you want to buy name brand spatulas at a fraction of retail cost? Spatula City, Spatula City. And this weekend only, take advantage of our special liquidation sale. Buy 9 spatulas, get the 10th for just 1 penny. Don't forget, they make great Christmas presents. And what better way to say I love you than with the gift of a spatula? Spatula City, Spatula City. Hello, this is Cy Greenbloom, president of Spatula City. I liked their spatulas so much, I bought the company. Spatula City, 7 locations. We're in the yellow pages under spatulas. My, where did you get that lovely spatula? Spatula City, we sell spatulas. And that's all. All right. So we've got our commercial, or at least voiceover for it. If we go ahead and click on this button here, set playtime to 0, it'll jump this little green setting back. So now we're at the beginning. Okay, so the next button I want to show you is the play button. If you click this, it'll start playing from wherever you're at. And let's go ahead and do that. And then if you press it again, it'll go ahead and pause it. So it looks like I have a little bit of extra on here. And I'll show you how to get rid of that in a second. But before that, let's talk about duplicating sections. Let's say I wanted to duplicate this section here. I can click on this duplicate section mode and then click here, and that'll make a duplicate of what was recorded there. So let me go to the next section. The next menu item is split section mode. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'll click where I want to split it. Now in my recording I had a little bit of extra in there at the very beginning, so I'm going to split it right here and get rid of that extra types. It may take a couple of clicks if you accidentally click in the wrong spot. And I'm going to then click here. I'm going to split it again right there. So I split it in a few parts. Okay. Now, if I want to get rid of a section, I'll click on Remove Section mode, and I'm going to remove this first part, which is really small. I don't want to click on the wrong thing, so let me show you real quick how you can zoom in. Down at the bottom, there's a zoom button. I'm going to zoom in and make sure I've got the right part deleted. There we go. And I'm going to zoom back out just a little bit. That's a little too much. Okay, so I've got my sections here. If I want to jump ahead, I want to go back to my select mode. I don't want to be deleting things, so I'm gonna want to go right here. Let's say we start here and see what this sounds like. I'm gonna make sure. Perfect. That's what I wanted to duplicate. Let's say I've got my jingle there in case I want to copy it later on. Okay, so we've gone through most of the things. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And this part that I cut, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it. So let's go back to duplicate. Let's duplicate our little song there. And then I can move it around like I was showing you before. On select mode, you can click and actually move things around. So I can put this, let's put it there, and then let's select this and move that to right next to it, and then we'll move that there. So now and I'm going to actually create a little bit of space in between. So now I've got the jingle, the little song, and then I've got the music, or the advertisement, and then the song again. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about how you can add additional music to your commercial or whatever it is, you can either click on import here or go to file and then import local sound file. It'll bring up this menu here. You can click on choose file and grab one of your downloaded files or wherever your files are on your computer that you want to use. I've downloaded this, so I'm going to click on that and hit open. And then I'll hit import audio. And now it just uploads it to the project we're working on. And now I've got an audio track here and then my voice track. So if I play them together, let me jump to the beginning and then I can play. Spatula City, we sell spatulas, and that's all. There's just one place to go for all your spatula needs. Okay, so I've got the two combined, so it's playing both at the same time. Now, let's say I wanted to adjust the volume of my tracks. So I've got my voice track here, my music track. At the bottom of your track is a little line. That's your volume line. You can click and drag to adjust the volume. And the volume on the song is a little bit quiet, so I'm actually going to click here and drag it up. Now notice when I click, it creates a little circle. So that is a point where I can change the volume. So that's where I can start adjusting things. I can click another point here to create another adjustment point, and I can lower the volume when we get to the actual words. Let's drop it down. Maybe it's slowly going down. And then we're going to come in here and create another point here. And let's say the music goes back up towards the end. Okay, and then, so now I've got the volume going, it's loud, it goes to soft, and then it goes back up again towards the end. So I've got this kind of long track. I'm going to cut this one like we had talked about before, split it. And let's say we don't want the music once the jingle goes. So I can cut it there, and then I can get rid of it. And then if you want to play around with it some more, you can. I can also adjust my volume track the same way I did I can adjust my voice track the same way I did my music track. Once you're done, you can download it as a WAV or as an MP3. MP3 is going to be a smaller format. Or you can also combine the two as a single track. So let me show you how to do that. Click on this button here, and now I've got a single track which has both of them. For now, I just want to go ahead and just keep the two separate. I don't really need this, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete this so we get rid of it there. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on MP3, download this as an MP3. And the menu should pop up here in a minute. Okay, so we've got a new project, and I forgot to give it a name, so let's close this. I'm going to give it a name real quick. If you click up here at the top, you can say whatever your project title is, so Spatula City Commercial. All right, and then I can just click outside of here. Now I'm going to go ahead and export it as an MP3, and once the menu comes up, we'll just go ahead and click on the little link that will show up at the bottom right here. So I'm clicking on this, it'll download, and then I've got it saved in my downloads folder as MP3. And that's it for the basics of Beautiful Audio Editor. There are more things you can do with it, but this is just the basics for adding a couple of tracks and editing them.